My parents and brother took the ring I had kept as a keepsake from my late older sister to propose to his fiancée and are telling me I'm selfish for wanting the ring back and want an apology from me for my behavior and audacity. Posted by u/classic amphibian 963. My 19F sister died when I was about 6 and she was 17. We weren't super close or anything, but I still remember little bits of her, like her laugh, how she always painted her nails, and her posters. After she passed, she became this perfect angel in my mum's eyes. I barely remember the funeral. When I was about 12, I found this old ring in her stuff. Nothing fancy, just a silver ring with a small stone. It fit me, and I don't know why, but I kept it. It wasn't some big dramatic thing, I didn't steal it or anything. I just took it and started keeping it. I didn't wear it a lot or flaunt it, I just kept it in a little box and sometimes looked at it when I missed her. It kind of became this one thing that felt like mine, like my piece of her. So anyway, last weekend we had this family lunch, and my brother, 27M, brought his girlfriend, who everyone knew he was going to propose to. And yeah, he stands up, does the big speech, and pulls out the ring. My sister's ring. The one I've kept for about 7 years. I literally froze. His girlfriend starts crying, people are clapping, and I'm just sitting there thinking, WTF? I look at my mum, and she just smiles at me like nothing happened. After dinner, I asked her if that was the ring, and she said yes. My brother had asked her and Dad, and they said it was fine. She said it was sweet and symbolic and that my sister would have wanted it passed down or whatever. And I was like, huh? It was never yours to give though? I've had it for years. She just said, oh, come on, it's just a ring, don't be dramatic. But when I had it, it wasn't just a ring. So yeah, I kind of snapped. I waited until people were outside and told my brother I wanted it back. He laughed at first, then said, no, what the hell? I said, okay, well then I'll tell your girlfriend where it came from and let her decide. He got mad and said I was ruining his proposal and making it about me like always. My mum dragged me into the kitchen, saying everyone noticed I wasn't happy and that I left halfway through dinner. Yeah, because I was crying in the bathroom. Dad tried to calm things down, but my brother kept going on about how selfish I was and that I'd been weird about my sister for years. I didn't even say anything, I just left early and haven't spoken to any of them since. Mum rang me yesterday, asking if I'd calmed down and was ready to say sorry. I said not really, and she hung up. My cousin texted me later, saying it was actually super messed up and she doesn't blame me, but I don't know. I probably could have handled it better, but I just felt so blindsided. It's not even about the stupid ring, it's just like they acted like it didn't matter to me. Like I didn't matter. So yeah. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. Not the jerk. I particularly like how it was just a ring when you were upset about it, but the moment you asked for it back, suddenly it wasn't just a ring anymore, and you were selfish and making everything about you. From what you said, it seems pretty clear they knew you wore the ring and had an attachment to it. She was your sister too, and your loss and grief are valid. They should have asked if you were okay with the ring being given to someone else first. Commenter 2. How did he even get the ring? It's not a family heirloom, because that was his sister. He probably just found an easier way to propose to his girlfriend without paying anything. Honestly, the whole situation is weird. Of all the rings in the world, why this one? Ops response. Well, I often leave it in a small unlocked box. It's an inexpensive ring, but it is extremely pretty, and if someone proposed to me with that ring without knowing the context, I would be quite happy. Commenter 3. I'm sorry for both of your losses. The only way you are going to get it back is to tell the fiancé, but it will probably mean ruining your relationship with your brother and causing more stress in your relationship with your mother. Ops response. I feel like such a jerk for telling her, though, like I've just ruined her day. She's already posted the ring and everything. Commenter 4. So, the trick here is to tell her, but without making yourself look like the bad guy. Maybe something like, hi, her name. I just wanted to clear the air about not looking happy at the proposal, it's not you at all. It's just that the ring was one I'd kept all these years that used to be my sister's, and I had no idea brother's name had taken it from my room. It came as a bit of a shock when he proposed with it. I just wanted you to know that I'm really happy you'll be joining the family, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to show it properly the other day. I hope you understand. Love, Op. It's sweet, it's positive, and it totally throws your brother under the bus. Op's response. That might work. It doesn't feel overly confronty, thank you. Update 1 day later. The mods on the other subreddit refused my post, saying updates that don't resolve the conflict aren't welcome, so I'm giving it a shot here. While the final judgment of my last post seemed to be on my side, I'm still so confused by the overwhelming amount of comments that said I was in the wrong. One thing a lot of people did say is that I need to tell my brother's fiancée, and I guess that's right, as it did feel like I ruined her day with my strop. So afterwards, I messaged, apologized, and asked her to meet up for lunch as an apology for the other day. I wasn't going to ask for the ring back, I just wanted her to at least know my side of the story. Anyway, we met up for lunch, had some small talk or whatever, and she showed me the ring. She said, "Oh, it's so pretty? I know it's not expensive, but if it means so much to your brother for me to have it, it means so much to me." Like, okay, just miss out the crucial info when telling your future wife, I guess. I kind of just stared at the ring and didn't know what to say, and I guess she must have noticed because she began apologizing a lot, saying, "I didn't know, I'm sorry." And I finally got my ring back, or whoever's ring you want to call it. I was near tears. She took me back to my friend's house, and I thought that was going to be it. Later, I got a call from my brother where he said that I'm selfish and so weird about my sister, and that I couldn't let him have his day, it had to be about me. He told me I just ruined his marriage and that I can't claim anything with my sister because I was way too young to have a relationship with her. He ended the call, and I tried calling both my parents, but they wouldn't pick up until my dad called later, telling me he's disappointed in how I handled things and that I've blown up my brother's relationship over a person I barely knew. And honestly, I don't know at this point. I feel it's all gone a bit too far. I don't think I can ever face coming home, and I've just ruined my brother's marriage. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. If simply knowing the full truth was enough to make her leave, it means your brother was manipulating her anyway. You saved that woman. Commenter 2. What a bunch of effing jerks. Of course, a young child is going to look up to her older sister. I'm guessing she was kinder to you than this bunch of ghouls. They knew what they were doing was wrong because they didn't tell you beforehand. Pretending you had no relationship with your dead sister because you were young is just unfathomably cruel. No surprise the fiancé bailed. She saw how they treated you and realized this would be her future if she stayed with your brother, her actual feelings never mattering, only what he thought they should be. Best of futures to you. Sorry you lost your sister and have such a crappy family. Second update 11 days later. My parents blame me for ruining my brother's marriage over my dead sister's ring. Essentially, after I told my brother's ex-fiancée that the ring he used to propose was a keepsake I had kept of my late sister, she gave it back and I presume broke up with him. As of now, I've been staying at my friend's house and will be moving in with my boyfriend for a bit when he comes back from holiday. My parents have taken my brother's side and want nothing to do with me. My brother feels the same. No one in my family, even those who are sympathetic, can get through to them or amend things. It seems the only way to repair the relationship would be to give the ring back, but even then I don't think I can. I'm at a loss, and I don't know what to do or how to go about it. It feels like I'll never be able to come home. Top/relevant comments. Commenter. Here's the thing. Your golden child brother is not going to pan out as a functioning adult in life, and he won't be able to take care of your parents as they get older. So live your life, do the best you can, and just wait. Your parents will come crawling back one day. By the way, the fiancé broke up with your brother because he was so cheap he stole a ring from his baby sister, a ring that belonged to his deceased sister and that the living sister used as comfort. The kind of man who can do that is not the kind of man any woman of merit will ever want to be with. Commenter 2. Do not back down. If your brother were a sister and wanted it for an engagement ring, that might justify wanting the ring, but he wants to give it to someone outside your family, who presumably had no special relationship with your sister. It's your reminder of your sister. It's not up to anyone else to decide how important it should be to you, and it wasn't anyone else's to give away. You're moving out, you'll have space, they'll have space. Once things have cooled off, feel free to reach out in a casual way. If the ring comes up, explain once why it's important to you and make it clear you're not giving it back. Then say something to the effect of, "I want to move past this, but I don't feel you think I have a right to mourn my sister in my own way." If they don't care after that, it's a wasted effort. Third update 8 days later. I feel like before I say anything, I need to clarify things people were confused about in my last post. Yes, I understand my writing style was messy. I was very emotional when I wrote my post, and I did leave out some details. The ring isn't cheap, it's silver in color, feels metallic, and has a small stone or gem. I have no clue how expensive it is. My sister died when she was 17, and my brother was 14. We don't ever talk about her. It rarely comes up other than the occasional time my mum reminisces. When I said I wasn't close to her, I meant that we didn't have a typical sibling relationship, but we still spent time together. She would brush my hair and drive me to the park. What I told the fiancé is essentially what I explained in the post. I don't know why I didn't clarify it then, I'm sorry, that was really messy. As for what's happening now, I'm living with my boyfriend and his parents on a semi-temporary basis. I met up with my aunt for coffee, and she told me it's best I don't go back. Even if I give the ring back, my parents think I've burned all my bridges. They believe that, due to my age, I can't claim to have had a relationship with my sister. Everyone else has tons of fond memories of her, and I only have, essentially, a glimmer. They think it's weird how I act about her and claim they've noticed it since her funeral, though they've only just now spoken up about it. My brother is extremely angry. He thinks all I try to do is replace my older sister, the way I dress, the subjects I choose, and that until I decide I'm not her and can never be her, he won't even look in my direction. My aunt says she tried to reason with them, but to no avail. The decision is out of my hands at this point. There's nothing I can do but move on. Thank you to all those who helped me. Top/relevant comments. Downvoted commenter. Hey app, I read your first post and now this update. I do just want to say one thing to you, gently and not to in any way call into question the sentimental meaning of your sister's ring to you, but have you ever spoken to your brother about his relationship with your sister? How he felt when she passed? His memories of her? He was 14 when your sister passed away. I think that it may be good if you sit down with your brother and really let him talk about why he wanted that ring for his fiancée, what your, together, sister meant to him. I'm not saying that taking the ring without talking to you is okay, or that the way they've tried to deny your feelings about her is okay. But it's not clear to me that you have really recognized how your brother may feel, and perhaps there is room for understanding and healing here. Op's response. No one talks about her. Everyone refuses to have any conversation about her. Can Op reach out to her brother and hear him out? At this point, he refuses to speak to me, but he was mostly the same, just refuses to speak about her. It was taboo. The only person who did was my mum, and that was basically just briefly. Commenter 2. Yikes, that's awful. Also, how can you simultaneously have no memory of your sister while also copying her? Your family is out of touch with reality. Commenter 3. Your behavior around your sister's death and memory is normal. It's healthy to want a personal connection with her, she was, after all, your sister. Most people would feel similarly to you. Unfortunately, the toxicity and weird behavior from your brother and parents is not normal. They sound immature and full of resentment, as though they own your sister's memory, and therefore, how dare you intrude on that? To be honest, their behavior sounds abusive towards you, almost like they are channeling all their pain surrounding your sister's passing toward you. Do you understand what I'm saying? This current situation is a convenient excuse for them to vent this rage on you. It is not your fault this is happening, that your sister passed, or that you were present trying to understand who she was. Your family don't deserve you. Don't beg for forgiveness or a relationship with individuals who are so committed to rejecting your presence so thoroughly. They are not safe for you, lovely. I think therapy would help. Focus on other extended family members and your chosen family. Your boyfriend, in-laws, friends. Good luck.